Good morning. So it is Tuesday morning, with day 2 of my first week of my 6-week journey that I am on right now. So yesterday was burn, and I noticed in my journal thing that it says bonus workout. I need to figure out what that is. I don't know if after we die for 20 minutes, he's expecting us to do a bonus workout, or if it's just because if we do an additional workout, we're supposed to log it here. So I need to figure out what that is. I need to ask in my group and see if anybody has figured that one out. I think actually if you go and you log in online, I think it shows a bonus workout. Who knows? But anyways, happy Tuesday. I have everything but my shoes on and got my hair tie for bring this hair back. This is one of my tips, which I'm going to talk about tomorrow morning. I could speak. I'm going to give you guys some tips on how I do not wash this head of hair every day and I sweat my ass off every morning. So that's going to be my topic tomorrow, giving you guys some tips, showing you some products that I use and tips on how I can get away with sometimes just rinsing and blow drying, sometimes just letting it dry using a little dry shampoo and touching it up. So tomorrow I'm going to give you some hair tips for my ladies. So make sure you check in, same time, same place tomorrow for some tips. Good morning, Terry. So I'm actually going to put my hair up while I chat with you guys. But I did want to talk about how there is a reason. That's why I titled this, automatically I gave myself a facelift. I automatically labeled this topic that I wanted to talk about today saying there is a reason. And I wrote that because I've just really been diving into my word this year of content and noticing the things around me and noticing things I have, things I'm thankful for and all of that. And I've always lived by how everything happens for a reason. And when we're going in it and we're in the shit show, we don't really understand the reason at that moment. And we probably never will understand the reason at that moment during the shit show. However, there's a reason for it. And then later on, when we come out smelling like a rose on the other end, we realize what the reason was. And I firmly believe, and I always will believe, that everything happens for a reason. Whether things work out right, maybe they're right for a little bit and then they go bad and then you find something else better than what you had. There's always a reason. Like Alex and I were talking last night and he's like, well, what if this happens with work? And what if this happens? I was like, well, there's a reason. Like maybe, if that is to happen, maybe I'm not, this job was supposed to just be like a bridge job or something. Like we talk about a lot of things and I'm trying to really dive into my content, my word this year. And a picture of me, Kayla, and my mom just came up on my Google Home Hub. I love that thing because I have it scrolling through some family pics. I need to add some new ones. But anyways, so for me, I really believe that everything happens for a reason. Like all the stuff I went through in 2010 when, the separation and the divorce started and all of that. It was difficult. Like I was having a hard time. I had a hard time eating, but then when I did eat, I couldn't even hold any food in. And like my body was going through a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. And then I started working on me. I started this healthier lifestyle journey. I started going to fitness classes. Then I started P90X at home, and then things just started getting better. Things just started working out. Then you look back, like now if I look back, I'm like, you know what? It was worth going through all that shit because look at who I became now. Look at my life now. I'm healthier than I've ever been. I still struggle sometimes in this head of mine. I don't think this will ever be 100% as healthy as my body, but thanks to our womanly hormones and everything else. But I'm proud of who I am now. I wasn't proud of who I was before. I've gone through that. I've gone through skin cancer. I've gone through breast cancer surgery. There's been a lot of things that I have gone through in my lifetime. Miscarriages, and as you're going through it, you always question. It's always like, why? I don't understand. Why? Why are you choosing me to go through this? And sometimes we'll have a little bit of a pity party. Because when you're going through it, it's hard to realize and it's hard to try to figure out what the reason is. But there's always a reason. Like say you're someone that's been trying to do a fitness journey, and you start and you stop, and you start and you stop, and you start and you stop. And you're trying to do it because you want to be healthy, maybe for your kids or for your family or whatever your reasoning is of why you're doing it. And for some reason, you just keep stopping. Then something happens with your health, whether you're hospitalized or you get really sick or maybe you become diabetic and have to be on medication, whatever it is, but something happens with your health, then you don't have a choice but to dive in to that healthier lifestyle, eating better, exercising, right? So when you're going through the medical stuff and you're like, oh God, why is this happening to me? Why did I stop? And it's the shoulda, coulda, wouldas is going through your mind and everything else. It's almost like God is putting that illness in your path because he needs you to get healthy. And he knows the only way you're going to do it is if you don't have a choice. Because before you had a choice to either do it or not do it. Hey Desiree, good morning. You had a choice to either do that fitness journey or not do that fitness journey. And you made the choice to not do it. Then you ended up sick. Now the choice is made for you. Now you have to do it. So sometimes things happen for a reason. You're supposed to be doing something and you're not. So something happens to force you to do that. Like I think that, I went through all the struggles I went through with my divorce and having to go from raising my kids by myself, being with them basically 24/7, to having to learn how to be alone when they were with their dad. That was hard for me. I struggled. Did a lot of drinking, a lot of partying, a lot of going out and dancing and everything else because I didn't want to feel alone. I didn't like myself, so I didn't want to be with myself. When I started getting onto this journey and I started liking who I was becoming, I was a lot more apt to be okay being alone. I was okay, just sitting at home watching a little TV or working on myself, reading a book, whatever it was. And what's funny is, everything happens for a reason. Me and Alex had a lot of the same, we knew a lot of the same people back in the day when I was married to Ryan and Kayla's dad. And we never met, but we knew a lot of the same people. A mutual friend is who introduced us, basically. And it's so funny how we never met before. Never met. He knew the people that were in my circle of cops and stuff that I hung out with because of my ex-husband. So, and we never met. We never met at a police function. We never met at anything. And then we still didn't meet right away when the divorce and everything started, and I was struggling with drinking and going out and everything. Still never met. And then when I started working on me, my mindset was getting in a better place. I was happy. I was good with where my life was. I had just said, I don't need a man. I'm just going to be me. I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to focus on my kids. Then we meet. Everything happens for a reason. We say all the time, I wish we would have met earlier. But you know what? We probably wouldn't have lasted because obviously we weren't supposed to meet then. We were supposed to meet when we met. So it's just funny to me how things like that work out and how we meet people when we're supposed to, or people leave our lives when they're supposed to. So it's just crazy to me how all that works out. So if you're struggling with something, know it's for a reason. Maybe try, I know how hard it is, but maybe try, if you're struggling with something, to take a step back and try to be like an outsider looking in. Try to figure out what the lesson is. Try to figure out why this is happening. Try to see what the positive is going to be, what the light at the end of the tunnel is going to be for you, and figure out why it's all happening. Because maybe it'll make it go faster. Because usually we don't realize why until we're already totally done with it and it's complete. So maybe if we could figure out why it's happening, when it's happening, that might be helpful. So that's all I had for you guys today. Ooh, good time. I have 10 minutes before my workout, so I have time to go out there and get my gorilla mat set up, get my steps set up, look and see what this bonus workout thing is. But, I know we already started this journey, but there's still always a spot for anyone that wants to join my Virtual Fit Club. Right now, my Virtual Fit Club, we named it the Transform Me Movement because that's what we're doing right now. We are transforming. Each one of us is transforming from the inside out. In my group yesterday, and you could see the teary eyes that are coming now, everybody was crying after that workout. It was so inspiring. After the workout, before the cool down, he shared his story. He shared his before picture. He shared his why. He shared his life. And it's just, I love him. He's so motivational. Hey, Brenda, he's so inspiring. I mean, he can get me to tear up like that when I work out with him live or I see him speak live. And after each one, he's got some sort of inspiring message for us. And that's what I love when I do his programs. It's not just fitness. And that's what I love about all of these programs. They're not just fitness. And on top of that, like, you guys know I work out every day. Okay, so I'm going into these 20-minute workouts like, I got this. 20 minutes, no problem. I freaking die. Like, I'm 5 minutes in, I'm like, oh my God, it's only 5 minutes. I'm dying. But that's what I love. Like, each different workout that I do that I have access to is working out my body in such a different way. So you never feel complete. You never feel like you hit that finish line in your fitness journey. There's always some sort of room for growth. And that's life. There's room for growth everywhere. So the fact that I can feel like a badass in one workout and then turn around and start a new workout and feel like I have room to grow, to me is a challenge. That's what pushes me. You don't want to be bored in your workout. So I absolutely love the workouts. So I'm going to go check out a couple things to see what the bonus workout is all about, because I noticed that in the paper yesterday and I didn't have a chance to look. But I did log everything yesterday, and I logged how I felt. I logged my challenge and how I got through it, logged all my food, so I can see what's going on. I lost 0.8 pounds. You know, at the beginning, I want to weigh myself each day, only because I want to see what I'm kind of trial and error what different foods do for me. And with premenopause coming around, I'm trying to see how that I'm kind of journaling right now, my weight with the hormones and how I'm feeling in the morning. So it's perfect that I got a journal that came with this program. So it's helping me journal. So each morning I am weighing myself, but only because I want to see the premenopausal. I want to see the extra weight that's coming on with certain things, just so I can see how my body is, because everybody is different. So I am journaling that just to get an idea. But so that's all I have for you guys. Just remember, everything truly, there is a reason for everything, even the horrible things. Like, I still don't understand why God takes children from this world. Sometimes I question why God allows certain people to have babies, and then people that should have babies can't have babies. You know, so you question a lot of these things. There's a reason. There is a reason. And I'm thinking the reason is because the people that shouldn't have babies sometimes give them up for the adoption, and the people that should have babies can't have babies, so they can adopt those babies and make them feel loved. So there is a reason for everything. We're not always going to know, but there is. And eventually we figure it out. But just try to stay strong during the hard time when you're going through it and you can't figure it out. Dig deep for that strength. If you need help for the strength, reach out. There are people that will be a good ear for you, that will listen. Sometimes join a community like my Virtual Fit Club. Even if you're not, just so you guys know, I allow everybody to join access to my Virtual Fit Club. So even if you're not doing one of my programs, if you want to be a part of this group, you can't afford to buy a bundle right now, that's okay. You can still be a part of it. I have one of my girls, Mandy. She's been a part of my group for like 2 years, and she just goes to the gym. She's not doing one of my programs right now. She doesn't have the extra money. But I know she needed that accountability. She needed to feel like she was a part of something. So she's a part of our group. To me, that's what it's all about. It's not just about you guys purchasing something from me. So if you just need that for positivity, to see all these amazing posts of women just busting their ass, just reach out. I don't know unless you reach out to me. So I want you to have a great Tuesday. I'm going to get my ass out in the garage and get set up so I can sweat like crazy, cool down, and get my workday started. I'm actually going to a lender today. I'm bringing some yummy pastries from Vicky's Bakery. Yes, this health and fitness coach brings yummies. I bring donuts, I bring pastries. Doesn't mean I eat them, but I bring them. I am not going to be bad until Saturday because it is Ryan's birthday and I am going to have ice cream cake with him for his birthday. So I am saving up. I'm going to work my ass off all week. I'm going to stay on track with my nutrition and I'm going to enjoy that cake with him. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day and I will see you later. Bye.